Welcome back, children. So today we will go through Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion states that the rate of change of momentum of an object is directly proportional to the unbalanced force and takes place in the direction of the force. Clear? So according to Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum of an object is directly proportional to the applied unbalanced force and takes place in the direction of the force. Now supposing here I am derivation of formula from second law of motion. Let a body of mass m initially moving with a velocity u changes its velocity to v in time t due to an unbalanced force F. So let a body of mass m initially moving with a velocity u changes its velocity to v in time t due to an unbalanced force F, right? So initial momentum is equal to P1, that is equal to m into u. Final momentum is equal to P2, that is equal to m into v. Therefore, change in momentum is equal to P2 minus P1. Therefore, rate of change of momentum is equal to P2 minus P1 by T, right? Now, Newton's second law of motion states that the rate of change of momentum of an object is directly proportional to the applied unbalanced force. So here I can say that according to definition of Newton's second law of motion, F is proportional to P2 minus P1 by T, or F is proportional to, in place of P2 I can write m into v minus m into u by t. F is directly proportional to m into v minus u by t, or F is directly proportional to m into a, where a is equal to v minus u by t. From first equation of motion, or F is equal to some constant k into m into a, where k is equal to constant of proportionality. Now if k is equal to 1, then F is equal to m into a. Right, children? So this is the formula which we get from Newton's second law of motion. F equal to mass into acceleration. This is a very, very important formula, and those of you who are willing to study science in your future after 10th and beyond, this formula will be used by you again and again. Remember. So it is so important formula. It will come in your studies again and again. So you should never forget this formula. F is equal to mass into acceleration. F is equal to m into a. Clear? So how it has been done? First of all, you find out initial momentum, that is equal to p1, that is m into u. Final momentum p2, that is equal to m into v. So change in momentum is equal to p2 minus p1. So rate of change of momentum will be p2 minus p1 divided by time t. Now according to definition of Newton's second law of motion, force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum, that is p2 minus p1 by t. Or F is directly proportional to, in place of p2 I am writing m into v, in place of p1 I am writing m into u by t. Or F is directly proportional to m has been taken common, so in bracket v minus u by t. Or F is directly proportional to m into a, because a is v minus u by t, which we get from first equation of motion, which we did in first chapter, motion. Right? So after that, this proportional sign has been replaced by equal to sign. For that reason, some constant k has been taken. So in place of proportional sign, this is replaced, the proportional sign is replaced by equal to sign, and a constant has been placed, where k is constant of proportionality. So F is equal to kma. Now if the value of k is taken as 1, then F is equal to m into a. So this is the formula, F equal to mass into acceleration. That is, force is equal to mass into acceleration. Very important formula, and we will be able to use this formula again and again while solving numericals. You can understand. Right, children? So here also examples are there, which I will be sharing with you in our next class. Thank you.